Okay, so let's talk about Jinn. Okay, maybe not this, but the Jinn. I'm talking about a 2014 horror movie about a Jinn, which is some kind of demon. At the beginning of this film, we're told that way back when God created man, he created angels, and he created the Jinn, which basically were the kind of the original forms of life, of these kind of like demonic creatures. And these guys want to take back the world, basically. And really it focuses on a character called Shawn, played by an actor called Dominic Raines, and he's kind of the descendant of this kind of long line of people who have basically been fighting against the Jinn, and him and like a few others basically are in this kind of war, although he doesn't know it at the beginning of the movie, to try and basically stop the Jinns from sort of taking over the world once again. And basically the story is Shawn's kind of discovery into this kind of what's going on, this kind of supernatural world, his introduction to the kind of the Jinn, and these basically their opposing forces, and his kind of the way he kind of learns to adapt to them and fight them ultimately and try and defeat them at the end. So that's pretty much the story. So what movie like this film? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you like this kind of girl?
I tweeted, do dogs have brains? Because I like seriously wanted to know.
Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, the answer's simple. If you like a lot of style over substance, then you may like this movie. So this movie looks fantastic. There's lots of pretty decent visual flourishes here, and it kind of looks really pretty to look at, and there are some fantastic sort of set pieces, some creepy moments, and some fantastic imagery as well, but it's really dull on the inside and kind of doesn't have a lot sort of going on when you kind of scratch the surface. So like I said, the visual style here is great, and I think the directing, certainly for the sort of visual standards, there's a couple of nice set pieces here, are all pretty good, but unfortunately the script is so poor. Unfortunately it is so cliched and bogged down by just clunky, terrible dialogue. Certain things don't make a lot of sense in the whole sort of scheme of things. The acting as well is unfortunately for the most part pretty bad. Dominic Raines, who's the kind of the main character, unfortunately is not a great actor, and there are some sort of supporting characters who you're going to know from kind of mainly from TV. You've got Ray Park here, of course, Darth Maul. He's kind of like a good Jinn, if you like. William Atherton, who was Walter Peck in Ghostbusters, he's there, you know, and they're okay. There's a couple of other sort of faces you'll see from kind of various kind of TV shows, but the main guy and he unfortunately isn't great. His wife isn't great. I think Serena Swan, the name is. Again, I've watched her in a few things. She seems better there than she does here, to be quite honest. So the acting, unfortunately, was kind of a poor standard for the most part, with a couple of okay performances from some of the supporting cast. Not a lot of action, but when you do see it, like I say, it kind of looks quite good, but it soon becomes a little bit dull. The one thing I would say here, and then I just repeat this, it does look quite good. They've obviously made quite an effort on the kind of the effects here, the actual Jinn themselves, and there's more than one. Look pretty scary, and there are some creepy moments. It's not a particularly gory film though, and it has an obsession with showing this Shawn's car. It must have some kind of financial backing from the car maker. They keep making comments about how fast it is and things like that. So I'm thinking, so you know, there's a little bit obvious kind of sort of over product placement here. But anyway, so overall it was kind of quite flashy. So if you want something sort of pretty to look at, but really not a lot up top, like the aforementioned video I've just shown you a clip of there, then you kind of may like this film. But if you want something, anything really with a little bit more depth and sort of character development and story and kind of that makes a little bit more sense, then you may want to look elsewhere. But it wasn't a terrible film, like I said. At least it was something pretty to look at. So I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.